Guys, I'm super pumped for this. Now, this is a project that I actually bought when I was about 15 years old. The plan was to do my learner's license on it. Now, clearly that's not worked out. This is the new beast. It's a DRB Sabre Mk2 Targa. Now, they only built, to my knowledge, a couple of Targa roofed cars. One was a factory demonstrator, the other one was this one, and I don't know of any others. There may be more, I don't know. So the body was made by DRB Sports Cars on the Gold Coast in Australia. It was shipped down in a furniture removal truck. Ooh, it would have been around 1990, I guess, when we bought this thing. The chassis we got from a guy just out of Hobart. It was already stripped. It was just a bare pan. The Type 3 Volkswagen Squareback, we took that all apart, refreshed the brakes, did everything while we waited for the body to arrive. I bought a 12A 6-port and an adapter kit, so I was going to make this a rotary powered car. But I then bought an RX3, which had a dead 13B in it, and I think you can join the dots there. The 12A went into the RX3, and this kind of sat languishing for 30 odd years. My dad's got a block of units and it sat in there for quite a while. One of his tenants decided to do some work on it. He was pretty handy with cars. He did have a Ford Falcon with a wing on the back made out of wood. Yeah, so some of what he's done to this car is pretty questionable. Where do we start? Well, he did drill a hole in the lovely front wheel arch to put a radio antenna in. I don't want a radio in this car, it's got to be light. So the antenna's gone, the hole unfortunately isn't, so that's got to be filled. Likewise, this perfectly sized hinge that he used for the fuel cover. I mean, was he even thinking? That looks really good, doesn't it? The upholstery, yeah, nothing needs to be said about that. It's not a 1980s speedboat. Red vinyl, white vinyl, computer says no. No. There is a red panel that goes in there, which is that. And as you can see, it's really thick padding. Like, it's not a sofa. That's got to be replaced, as is the delightful trim on the center console, complete with ashtray and cigarette lighter and some lovely upholstery. Oh my goodness. Look how bad it is. Another gigantic hinge. Look at that. So yeah, that's got to be stripped back and replaced with some appropriate black vinyl to match the black vinyl on the Cobra Classic seats that will be going into this. There's the dashboard. I'm afraid it's upside down at the moment, but yeah, those gauges are going. Unfortunately, the dashboard has been cut. There's some buttons and switches under the vent there, which are okay, but I'll replace what needs to be done. That's the passenger side interior panel. Yeah, gross, and way heavier than it needs to be. So that's going. On the upside, it's got paint. I don't think he bothered to sand the body shell down before he painted it. There's all manner of nastiness in this paint when you look at it, but it looks okay from 10 foot. So maybe we might be able to buff it back and get it to look okay, although it's copped a few chips and scratches over the years, so we'll leave that to a body expert to fix. But it's going to need paint because obviously that hole needs fixing. The holes for that fuel cap need fixing. Oh yeah, and the kitchen drawer handle used for the rear engine hatch. That also has to go. That will be replaced by a little pop-up spring. So when you unlock it, it pops up and you just pull it up by hand. I'm not really sure how much horsepower he was expecting to be getting from this 1600 VW engine car. As light as it is, it's not going to be fast. And with 8-inch wide wheels on the back, which it's going to have, I don't think traction's going to be too much of an issue. And yet he's decided to fit tramp bars It's not even a live rear axle. Yeah, these have to go. This grille is not right. It should not have that centre piece going down the middle, nor should it have that towel rail running across it. That's going. Right now though, I'm going through these samples of rubber. I first need to remove all of this lovely red vinyl that's around the lip where said rubbers need to go. And also this lovely foam, which the roof was sitting on. How the roof is going to actually attach, again, I don't quite know. Plenty to do, and I'll catch you on the next update. Cheers.